Do you want to get invited to more things, more group activities, more groups of friends hanging out, maybe a party or a gathering or a dinner party or something like that? Do you want to be included? Do you want to be involved? Do you want people reaching out to you, texting you and saying, hey, come join us? If so, watch this video to learn 3 ways to make that happen now. Welcome to another episode of The Art of Extraordinary Confidence. I am your host, Dr. Aziz, best-selling author and the founder of the Center for Social Confidence, and someone who had sucky confidence for many, many years, more than a decade of just intense social anxiety, shyness, self-loathing, no relationships, romantic relationships, just 1 or 2 friendships that I'd had for most of my life, and extremely limited in life. And now, everything is transformed, and I'm doing that with so many people from all over the world, and maybe some of you watching have been involved in one of my weekends or in the mastermind program, and it's incredible because what I took from that is anyone can develop confidence, including you. And one area, this is a question I received several times recently, so I wanted to shoot a video about it, which was, how do I get invited to group activities? How do I become a part of a group of friends? And when I had low confidence, I didn't have that. I remember I wanted that. I had 1 or 2 single friends, like I could hang out with this person one-on-one, and some people don't even have that. So if you don't have that, this will help you as well. But you maybe got 1 friend here and 1 friend there, but you want like a group of people that's going out and doing things and asking you questions and you want to come join us, that kind of thing. So if you want to be a part of a group, here are 3 ways to do that. So some of these are going to be easier for you depending on your level of social fitness. And if you want to massively increase your level of social fitness, then you're going to need to just build your social skills overall. And so, this is like, in order to be able to do some of these things, you might need to get a little stronger socially. But here's the first one, and obviously the most effective one, which is to become the initiator. Become the one who invites other people to do stuff. Become the one who organizes the thing, hosts the thing, suggests the thing. It's powerful, and it works. But, it can be scary. Yeah, but what if no one says yes? Oh man, I'd look terrible. In fact, that's actually what prevented me from creating my own live events for several years. It was kind of like, well, a workshop, a live workshop to do confidence training, not a social thing, but, well, man, what if I offer it and no one comes? And I thought about it, I was like, well, that's okay, or just a few people come. I'm like, well, if just a few people come, it'll be awesome. We'll have like an incredible experience for them. But then I was like, oh, that's not what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of what it's going to look like. Now, I don't even know to who, some imaginary observer. You didn't have that many people there. You're pathetic, right? So we have this fear that it's not going to work out, but we got to break through. We got to test the edge of what really happens, because when you put yourself out there and you take the risk, eventually it clicks. So become the initiator. Invite people. Hey, think of ideas. Think of things that interest you. Oh, there's that movie I want to go see. Hey, you know what? I'm going to invite so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so, and so-and-so. Hey, guys, we're getting a group of people together to go see that movie. Now, you might say, but wait, they don't know each other. Okay, that's fine. They get to meet new people. But wait, I'm not that close of friends with so-and-so and so-and-so, so they're going to think, how dare you call me and ask me out to this movie? Look, that's just the voice of your fear. That's the voice of your safety police. If you've read my book, The Art of Extraordinary Confidence, or watched Confidence Unleashed program, that's your safety police. That's the voice that tells you all kinds of BS just to keep you in your comfort zone. It's not going to happen. So you're inviting me to a movie? Man, F you. Like, who's going to do that? What's wrong with that person? It's not going to happen. At most, they're going to be like, oh, I'm not free, or I don't really know that guy that well, or I'm not that interested. And they'll politely not pick up the phone, not respond to the text, or they'll say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it. That's it. And then you move on. So you become the initiator. And here's the beautiful unexpected gains, or kind of something that, even if it doesn't work out, even if someone says no, or you don't get people together for your little movie shindig, you being that initiator, what message does that communicate to others? That communicates, I am interested in hanging out. I am social. I'm ready to go. I want to hang out with you, doesn't it? So even if they can't do it then, now they know, oh, this guy's interested. This guy's interested in that. So that leads us into the second one, which is make your presence known so that the other people can invite you. So much of the time, and I lived this way for so many years, we're like not front and center and there's a group of people are hanging out because of the shyness, because of the social anxiety, because of the self-criticism. We're like off to the side. Hey, how's it going? You know, we're quiet. We don't share, even if we have things to share. Our filters are super high, so we can say something funny in a moment, but, oh, I don't know if that's good enough, and then we hold it back, right? And that's something I've seen in the people that I work with, especially in the group program. As they progress, their filters go down, and they just say a lot more stuff, and they're a lot funnier. They get like they're kind of surprised, like, wow, people really laugh a lot when I share my things that I think are funny. And I'm not surprised. I'm like, yeah, because you are funny. It's just you had the filter up too high. So you got to make your presence known. What does that mean? That means if there's a group conversation, putting your 2 cents in, asking people questions, going out of your way to be a little bit more social. So if you're the kind of guy who at work goes to your little office, your cubicle, and just headphones in and don't talk to me and doesn't interact with anyone, you're probably not going to get invited to too many things because you're sending off the signal. Think about what messages you're sending to other people. Forget about this like, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. That's all BS. That's all story. The truth is, if you put out the right signals, you'll get the responses that you want. It doesn't matter what your nose looks like or how big your left toe is or whatever insecurities we got, right? It's what signal am I putting out? Because we're like, oh, my left toe's jacked up. I better not let anyone get to know me. So we send the signal, don't get to know me. If we send the signal, get to know me, that's not going to involve going straight to your cubicle. That's going to involve on your way to your office. Be like, hey, how's it going? Maybe you do the point like that. Probably don't do the point. I don't know. Feel it out. But, hey, how's it going? Or what's up? Or starting some conversations. And again, if that's like, oh my God, how do I do that? You have to learn this skill. It won't just come to you. If you don't know it by now, I didn't know it. I had to learn it. And I have a program called the Confidence Code, which I mentioned earlier, which I think is one of the best ways to learn it rapidly. It gives you everything you need to know to just start doing it. And you don't have to sit down and read a bunch of books or something like that. Just get the program, go through it, and you know exactly what to do. Because then you can start practicing it, make your presence known, and guess what? People will start inviting you to things because they know you're there, and they like you because they start to interact with you. The third key piece, and I used to not include stuff like this, but over the last couple of years, I became a lot less nice, and a lot more honest, and a lot more direct, because I found that it really helps people and serves them. The third thing is eliminate weirdness. You got to eliminate weirdness. So some people that I've worked with, they have habits or patterns that they don't know that they're doing, but they're doing them. And they might come from a lack of experience, or they've avoided certain situations for their whole lives, or whatever. And it comes out as like weirdness. So one example is a client who, whenever he would share something, he would laugh right after he shared it kind of inappropriately. And it was not inappropriate in the sense that it's like you're laughing at a funeral, but inappropriate in the sense it just didn't fit. Like, so he'd say a regular statement like, oh, I'm wearing a gray shirt. Yeah, my hair is black. Yeah, it is a pretty warm day out there. Like after all kinds of statements. And if he was nervous, boop, it would go up, right? So that is what I would fall into the category of weirdness. Because it's not like enough for someone's like, get away from me, I'm never going to hang out with you again. But it is sort of like, that's a little weird. And it just kind of calls a little bit of attention. Maybe not terrible, but if you have a couple of those things, or here's another weirdness, is because we're scared, because we're anxious, we don't make our presence known. So maybe we'll do like the weird hover thing, where there's like a group of 3 or 4 people talking, and we kind of stand nearby like this. Just sort of a vague, potentially serial killer look on our face, right? And it's just a little awkward. They're kind of like, does he want to be a part of the group, right? Or any other little things. And if you got a close friend or a family member, and you really are serious about working on this, you can ask for some feedback. Say, hey, listen, I want to improve my social life. I want to make more deep friendships, deep connections. And so I'm working on it. Working on my confidence and my social abilities. And I'm curious, do you see me do anything? Maybe you could think of it right now, or maybe the next time we're out, you can kind of just pay attention. Do you see anything that I do that is just kind of, maybe I'm not aware of it, but it's a little awkward or a little weird or strange? Because I don't want to be doing anything that's off-putting to people without me knowing it. And man, you get feedback like that, you might learn something really quick. So, and that's a whole other can of worms. If you're like, I couldn't tell anyone that I'm working on this stuff, why not? Why not? What's the shame in saying I am looking to improve myself and get better and connect better? And be more socially skilled, more confident, more charming. I mean, I don't know, who wouldn't want that stuff? So let me know, like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. We got more coming out weekly, and share below in your comments. What have you found works for you? I don't have all the answers. There's probably millions of ways to get engaged and have people. So share like specific examples so people reading the comments, we can all support and learn from each other, because YouTube is freaking amazing, isn't it? I mean, this is for free and you get to just learn and grow. So it's awesome to be with you. And until we speak again, may you have the courage to be who you are and to know on a deep level that you're awesome.